this gentleman, we're really, really happy that he's here. We thank Allison for getting him down here. He's a big-time comic. Here is John Perrotta.
John, yes, sir.
Save me, save me.
Let's give it up for Paul Santos and
That's
Chops.
Right. That's right, my man. That's right. And
My
Gary.
man right here,
That's
and
right.
Gary. Don't
That's right.
forget Gary and Allison.
You are a
Great to be in
lipo.
the sound guy. He looks like he's on lithium. Is everything okay? It's and the singer Jacqueline, she did phenomenal. It's great to be here, guys. I got to tell you, in 2017, I had the biggest stretch of my 30-year comedy career. I closed the show at the legendary Friars Club in New York City. I opened for Bill Burr before thousands of people. And now, 6 years later, I finally made it on the Paul Santos show. This is the big time right here. This is the big time. It doesn't get bigger than this. Right here in New Bedford with Chops Turner. This is it. Every time I say your name, Chops, I get hungry. I can eat veal palm off your neck, Chops. But you want to catch me? My agent's not too consistent. If you want to catch me next week after this gig, I'll be appearing at one of the closed Ponderosa steakhouses. Things are going really well in my career. Great to be in New Bedford. This is my tour. I'll be in the Battleship, Massachusetts next Saturday, walking around telling jokes. Chops will be behind me singing, and I love the red shirt, Chops. I see you go to Target too. Great to see you, Chops. You look wonderful. You look like a firehouse. See this right here? I love the curtain. I got a bathrobe this size at home. I'm just hanging on the door and see my wife once every 3 months. I'm on my third marriage. Can anybody top a third marriage? I'm on my third marriage. This guy over here, my current wife and I made a pact never to go to bed mad. I haven't slept a wink in 4.5 years. I'm exhausted, let me tell you. And we spice up the marriage. When you're married, Paul, you're married, you gotta spice up the marriage. We go on 2 romantic dates a week. She goes Monday and I go out on Thursday. We find it works well. And we used to own real estate. Now that sounds like not a problem, but we had a 3-family rental property and we had crazy tenants. I had one nice girl though, Heidi. She calls me up one day, she said, John, every night the girl on the 3rd floor is having sex on the picnic table in the backyard at 3 a.m. What are you gonna do about it? I said, I'll be there tonight at 2:45 a.m. Because I believed in being a hands-on landlord. The wife didn't like that too much, so we had to sell the house. I moved in with Chops and his wife, and me and Chops feed each other grapes on a Sunday afternoon. It's on the couch. It's a lot of fun, Chops. You look like a menu with that shirt. I don't know. Gary bought it. It's a nice shirt. Take it off and run.
Give it back.
No, but I'm on a diet now, Chops. I don't know if you heard it. You look great, Chops. So I'm on this diet now. And seriously, they got this new shot out called Wegovy. It's like that Ozempic. I take it once a week. It's supposed to curb your appetite. It's doing wonders for me. I'm down to 5 meatball subs a day. And when I go to bed at night, I nibble on linguiça for like 10 minutes. Maybe touch some cerise. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Gary's there with his jacket on. He runs through my living room. I let him sleep there on the couch once in a while. He's a nice man. You look like Dr. Evil. You really do. It's great to see you again. I love the jacket, too. What time are you going to get that back to the funeral parlor, Gary? My uncle died in that last Tuesday. I went.
No, it's actually
You
Monday,
look great,
who's
Gary. I love Gary. He's a nice man. You're a good man, Gary. As a matter of fact, I'm not that way, but I've been married so many times. If you want to hook up some night, let me know.
Listen.
Because it would be great. Gary and I together.
That's right.
Chops can marry us with that shirt on. Jacqueline and Paul can sing, and you could run the video, the whole thing.
That's right.
No, but my first ex-wife, I got to tell you, nice girl. We had a phenomenal courtship. I remember those days. I remember one night in particular, early 80s, crazy times, true story. We're driving down Route 95 doing LSD. We pulled over to the side of the road. We got out of the car. We slow danced in the breakdown lane to the Moody Blues, Knights of White Satin. Great tune, right?
Great tune.
I don't know where the cops were that night, but one car pulled up behind us. 2 guys got out with raincoats on. I didn't know who they were then, but I know tonight. Attorneys Abrams and Ferry.
There you go.
And the heavy hitter was in the car seat in the back, and Jim Sokoloff was in the trunk. I don't know where Paul was. He's an attorney. He was probably 6 years old then. I don't know. You look great, Paul. You look great. This is a wonderful crowd. The sound man, you look like you're in timeout. Is everything okay? You got to see this guy. He's got a beard. Looks like the Unabomber's kid. You look like a salesman for Zigzag, buddy. I haven't smoked pot in years. Look at him. I've been rolling joints in the parking lot. I know I shouldn't do crowd work because the viewers at home can't see. All they can see is my stomach, and that's it. But
That's all anybody
that's
can
it.
see.
And my robe. This is my robe. And I'm making fun of this dude. He's a nice guy. You're very warm. Are you just got out of a tanning booth, or what happened? I feel like a French fry, buddy. How the hell does he stay so warm? You're ice cold over here. Mr. Freeze from Batman.
Have you seen his
Here he
beautiful
is.
wife? It's the beautiful wife.
The crowd's electric. I love New Bedford. I come here like every six years or so. I get out here, my GPS, I put in New Bedford, it starts smoking. Just sweet. Always love coming to New Bedford. Beautiful. I love the Portuguese community. Beautiful people. You really are. You just... That guy's 97. He was on the Titanic. It's great to see you. You look great, sir. You really do. Is that your father, Gary?
That's my great-grandfather.
That's your great-grandfather.
He's great.
Has he ever touched you inappropriately, Gary?
We don't have enough time for that.
I'm not sure what's going to get cut out here. I may
got
be
pictures.
fired for the
You wanna
Paul
see the-
Santos show. I don't
see
know.
the pictures? I got the pictures.
I don't see pictures. Listen, we don't want to get graphic here now. We're trying to be good. But I retired from my day job. 5.5 years ago, I was a correctional officer, believe it or not, at the High Security Center in Cranston, Rhode Island. Great place to work as a comic. I had a captive audience. Think about it, Paul. These guys are not going anywhere. Tell them a new joke. If they didn't laugh, I really didn't care. I went from cell to cell. If you could make a serial killer doing life without parole, laugh for 10 minutes, you're having a great set. I want to tell you, this is a fun crowd. What's your name, sir? I know they can't see you, but... Philip. What kind of work did you do, Philip?
Commercial fisherman.
Commercial fisherman. I have nothing for that, but thanks for coming. He was a commercial fisherman. Now he's in his bathtub with little Ninja Turtles and boats and suds up, and it's nice. And Chops comes in, sings him a song, and Jacqueline stays out of there. Her boyfriend won't let her in the bathroom, but this man's in a tub with hot pants on, and his wife's just looking at him, shaking her head. You got a nice marriage. How long you been married, sir? You don't even know where you are, do you? That's what happens. After so many marriages, you just kind of look around. You walk around like Night of the Living Dead, Chops. You're like a zombie. You just walk around. You never married. You're a genius. You're a smart man. My first wedding song, Poor Choice, Always and Forever. We lasted 7 months. I'll never forget it. She got on the stand. She says, Your Honor, he's a drunk. He's a gambler, and he's a womanizer. I was horrified. I get on the stand. The judge leaned over. Can you get me 500 on Clemens and the Red Sox? I said, Your Honor, they better be in by 2 o'clock. Fun crowd. Do you feel it, sir? But what else can I tell you? It's just great. My second marriage, we got divorced, and then I met the third wife. I met her while standing in line at the Registry of Motor Vehicles in my hometown, Providence, Rhode Island. By the time we left the building that day, she was pregnant. We were registered for Lamar's classes. Long day at the registry. Great place to fool around, Chops. You want to go some Tuesday with your wife, grab a number, any registry in the country, Paul, you just go there and you can just get your picture and have fun. But this crowd just... This guy with the glasses, he looks like Harry Potter after the 20th sequel. You don't see the studio audience like I do. It's amazing what they do here at Mikey B's. There's like 6 people, a goat, and a guy that just got here from Lisbon. They charged him a $10 cover. It's just amazing what's happening here. We got a kid, she's 2. I'm gonna get arrested. Thank you. This is all filmed live. Do you know who's this girl to you? Your granddaughter. Dick, bring your granddaughter out. Thank you. We appreciate it. You guys have been a lot of fun. I'm going to leave you with this. I'm born and raised in Rhode Island. When I travel doing comedy, people say corruption. I'm tired of hearing it. Rhode Island's my hometown. It's a great place. It's also a very slippery place, Chops, not because of the weather. Every 2.5 minutes, somewhere in Rhode Island, someone slips and falls, goes on workers' comp for 22 years. I got to admit, I was a state worker during the day. I've been on comp in the past. I have not worked a full summer since '87. My next door neighbor, he thought I was a school teacher.